Well, hey, it's Pastor Chris, and it's Saturday, July 13th in the morning, and I just wanted to take a couple minutes and shoot a video to invite all of you who are friends of Greater Things Church to join us for worship tomorrow morning at 11. We're going to continue in our study in the book of 1 Peter, learning about how we can thrive through the difficulties that we face in life and what God's Word has to say about that. So I hope you'll make a priority. You know, someone has said Sunday morning church is a Saturday night decision, so make plans now to join us. I hope you'll be here tomorrow for that. But I had a bigger reason for also wanting to send this video out. I wanted to talk to you about a ministry that we're trying to start. It's a ministry of the church to offer to kids in our community, 3-year-olds up to even up to middle school. It's an after-school program that would run during the school year. So when school's out, the program wouldn't meet. But we're looking at doing it as an after-school program on Mondays, probably starting sometime in mid-August, maybe a little later in August. It may be the last couple of Mondays in August when we get it off the ground. And the ministry is called Awana. So it would be for kids who come to our school, but it would also be for any kids in our community that would want to participate, again, from 3-year-olds up to middle school, up through 8th grade. And they have different clubs. Awana does, is the name of the ministry. Awana stands for, AWANA, stands for Approved Workmen Are Not Ashamed, and it comes from 2 Timothy 2:15. Do not be ashamed, to show that you're not ashamed to rightly divide the word of truth. So we're preparing kids to become disciples of Christ, disciples of Jesus, and that's really what our mission is as a church. And so to do that, there are smaller clubs within the club of Awana. The first club is called Cubbies. It's for 3 and 4-year-olds. And so it has a little cubby bear that they use to connect with the kids. And then there's a group called Sparks, and that's for kindergarten to 2nd. And then TNT is for Truth and Training. TNT is for 3rd to 6th grade. And then they have a group for middle school. And I'm not as familiar with it, but we would get familiar with it if we're going to offer it. But what I need is the way the Awana ministry works is there's 3 parts to the night. Well, really there's 5 parts, but the 2 parts, which is the opening and the closing, last probably a total of 10 minutes. So I really say 3 because there's 3 main components. There's a large group time where everyone's together. For like a chapel, it's a large group study, a large group message. You sing some songs, you teach a lesson. And then there's a small group study where smaller groups of kids based on their club are with their leader or leaders to work through their handbook. They get a handbook and they're working on memorizing verses. A big component of Awana is teaching kids to memorize God's Word. And wow, is that valuable? I mean, it's so valuable. So there's that part to it. So there's the large group, the small group, and then there's the game time. And the game time would be where we go over in the gym and we have organized games that the kids are playing. There's a whole kit that comes with it when we order it. And so that's sort of the big idea of the night. And then, of course, the other piece that we want to put in that is feeding the kids on Monday. So one of the ways that I feel like we can reach out to kids in our community and get more of them to come and participate or have parents bring them is right after school, like 4 o'clock. We have Awana on Mondays, and then a part of that is that they get snacks. Of course, kids really like snacks. Of course, adults do too. I know I do, but they like to, if we can feed them. And so I need, if there's someone out there that's watching this video, maybe a lady that says, I can put together some spaghetti or lasagna, something that's already pre-made, and we just heat it up. I don't know, chicken nuggets, hot dogs, stuff that kids would like. To do as a meal, a free meal for kids. We really want to be able to take care of kids and really show them have a good experience. But at that same time, a part of doing that is it gives us the opportunity to share the gospel with them, to impart God's word to them, to see what God does in their life. So all of that's just a quick idea about the Awana ministry and how we need help to get it started. And so I'm looking for 7 or 8 people who can help me with that. If you feel like you could participate and help us for a couple hours on Monday afternoons during the school year, that'd be great. There's a training. It's a free training for Awana Basics. It sort of gives you the whole big idea where you feel like, hey, I'm prepared. I know what I'm doing. I can really participate in this and help our church, help the kids at our school, help the kids at other schools in our area, participate in this and really be working together in unison to make disciples for Jesus. That training is 2 weeks from today. It's on July the 27th. It's in Old Hickory, about an hour away. The training starts at 8:30 in the morning and goes until 12:30, so it's a 4-hour training. We would try to coordinate and ride together from here, and I would be so grateful if you would participate with that and help us get this off the ground and really make an effort. And so I've just put it in the Lord's hands. I feel compelled to do it and to offer it, but we need help to make it happen. So hope you come to church tomorrow, for worship tomorrow, and maybe we can show you some more about it and talk to you more about it. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, and thanks for listening to this video or watching it, and see you tomorrow. Thanks.